Aussie Scale Modeller, Jace here. Glad to have your company once again. Well, I'm not sure how well your vision is. Mine's pretty poor, but I'm always used to scary things. And right here in my own room, I have Mr. Andrew Fulton from Fulbore Models. Say hi to the people.
G'day peeps, how you going? Here I am, Jason. You said Mikasa Sukasa, so I'm thinking of taking some of this great paint supply with me when I go.
And the words of the day, folks, is dreaming. That's right. Can everybody say it? Follow me. Dreaming. Mate, absolute pleasure having you here. Really, it's been a while. And we're off to Mackay tomorrow.
We are. Should be fun.
It should be, mate. Just a little 6.5 hour
road trip with you. I'm sure I'll be able to enjoy it.
Mate, sleep's probably a good thing. Did you sleep well while we're travelling? Because
no, well, I slept less when I got here.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And mate,
when I found out Virgin lost my luggage.
Virgin lost your luggage, didn't
it? Yes, I did.
It's very odd that.
So if you see me tomorrow and I'm wearing the same clothes,
yeah, do you like our shirts? Yeah, really good. Hang on, we'll just do the. Yeah, check it out. Yep, there we go. Braden's already up in Mackay. Probably enjoying a nice quiet night with his darling wife. So mate, what's new in the world of Fulbore?
What's new in the world of Fulbore? You sprung it on me there, mate. I don't know. I'm up here at Gladstone.
Gladstone, mate. Not
heading to Mackay.
Is there anything that you've been working on?
No, of course, mate. I've been working on the effigy test build.
Yeah.
Test build.
Have you got an example for us?
Well, funny you should say that, but it's somewhere between Sydney and here. I think it's probably still in Sydney.
I'd say so. So for those of you who don't know, we're heading Mackay to Gladstone's about 7.5 hours, but Andrew flew from Central Coast New South Wales all the way up to Brisbane, then to Gladstone, and yeah, they lost his luggage, and yeah, so it's pretty wild. And I was really looking forward so much to seeing this bloody effigy, because but if they go to Facebook they can see a print. Is there a print of it on there?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some of the early test prints.
Yep.
I've glued all that one together just to see how it fitted and everything.
Yeah.
But I've printed myself another one to do a test build. I've modified the design of it, and so you can actually get the chassis into the body.
That works.
Unlike your.
Well, hey, everybody that watched all those daily builds, it's going to the show. There's only 4 little pieces to go, and what I'll do for everybody that's been watching the Challenger 1 videos, here we go, there we go, and there is the body, painted in Outlaw 2K. So there we go, and it's all outlawed and icky sticky with the love and support from Fulbore all the way. Just bring a tear to the eye. But yeah, actually got to last night before you came, I think, before I spoke to you, Pete Davis from the ACTSMS. I did an interview with him. He's the president down there in Canberra, and their shows, I think, 2nd of November down that way, or 22nd, one of the two, but...
Gotta go.
Yeah, oh, mate, we're there. So, anyway, look, all right, we'll run the interview. Great guy. Also, a huge shout out to Toy World in Canberra.
Fishwick?
Yeah, I think it's them, but just amazing. Pete from Toy World gave me a call, and they sponsor that down there, and I said I'd love to give us one of your Toy World ads, and I'll run it for you because you support. Like, I think they donate at least 500 just for the model show down there.
Yeah.
Every year, like that's
It'll be the one in Fishwick.
Yeah, it's huge. What's it called? Something up.
It's Toy World, but it's got something else on it. I bought my kids.
I know the show.
Oh, the show. Oh, sorry.
It's what's the show?
Sure. I bought my kid's first truggy, the RC truggy from those guys.
Okay, cool. Well, there we go. See, small world. But we'll roll the interview, and thanks to the guys at Toy World for supporting the Australian hobby down there. And that's just a small thing they do. So this is just a small thing back for you guys. All right, mate, we'll roll a video and we'll catch these lovely people at the end of it. Let's roll. Well, welcome, Pete, from the Australian Capital Territory Scale Modelers, I believe it is.
Yeah, ACT Scale Modeller Society, yep.
Yep, mate. Welcome. Thanks for staying up a bit late. How's the young fella?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, just got an 8-week-old, little boy at the moment. This is my first child, so it's been pretty full on 8 weeks, as most parents would know. But things are settling well. So.
Yeah, scale modelling and children. I mean, welcome to hell. Who wants to sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, I'm sure you'll get him at the bench one day soon.
Yeah, that's the plan. So it'll be the third generation for our family because my dad got me into scale model building when I was a junior as well. So.
Okay, let's go on that, mate. Yeah. When did you start?
Probably would have started when I was probably maybe 5 or 6 years old. Basic sort of 70-second scale Hasegawa and airfix kits and stuff, like most people start off with when they're younger, I guess, that are into military subjects. Yeah.
And can you remember what your first kit was?
Vaguely, it would probably have been I think it was a Hasegawa 172nd scale Firefly Sherman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. And I see you've increased on the collection since then.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely turned into, definitely a big hobby of mine now. As you can see behind me, a reasonable collection of kits that I'll hopefully build one day.
Live in hope.
Live in hope, exactly.
Live in hope, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like us all, I think it's probably all got a little bit more than what we need, but who's criticised that?
There's no need for that kind of language. This is a family-friendly channel. Yeah. And up in the back behind you, near the roller door, you could fit 3 more kits there. I can see at least.
Yeah, still, I'm sure we can squeeze some more in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still plenty of room to expand still.
Yeah. I mean, kids don't. They're hardy. They can survive with food or without food. So
yeah,
just in case there's that special that comes up,
dive on in.
Yeah, dive on in, mate. And but no, mate. So you back then, and so how long you been modelling all up?
I probably modelled till I was So I probably modelled quite as a junior. As I grew up with mum and dad, and then probably continued until I went into high school, and I ventured off for a few years into Warhammer because I found as other friends in school were doing it. So scale modelling probably subsided a little bit, and Warhammer kind of took over for a few years. Then probably didn't do much. Late high school years in college, went off and did some, started work and stuff like that, and kind of subsided for a bit. And wasn't probably till about 2011 when I moved back to Canberra. When I got back, back into the ACTSMS and stuff, that I, kind of that passion kind of kicked off again. I started getting back into building, static scale models again.
Cool. And being down in Canberra, the nation's capital, and being an election year, is there any news from Canberra that we're getting more money for our hobbies, or there's going to be big centres opened up, or?
No, I don't see anything flung our way, unfortunately, from the government. We're a reasonably large club in the ACT. I don't see much coming our way, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. But it's kept us off the street, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, what do you got on your bench at the moment?
Paint. I've got a couple in the paint shop. Got the new Academy 144 B52 that's probably 90% complete. It's been deckled, gloss coated, and just waiting for a matte coat and some final oil weathering before that one will be parked away in the finish line. I kind of mostly build, I guess, modern military subjects, either aircraft or armour, or Australian subjects.
Yep.
Probably got a couple of other sort of little niche areas, like I like World War II, US naval aircraft as well. So I've got a couple of those in the stash. Just one or two cars. So there's a little bit of probably divulging into other areas that probably shouldn't get distracted in when I'm probably more passionate about sort of modern military subjects.
So I'm guessing you got a few Corsairs, some Dauntlesses.
Yeah, there's Corsairs, Dauntlesses, the new Armour Wildcats, which are,
Yeah.
I think they're an amazing little kit. Actually, one that's probably pretty fresh, recent actually, is right here, is the new Flyhawk, Dauntless.
Okay.
So you know those. I've seen the Flyhawk ships and there's some of the Flyhawk 176 scale armor kits. They're a great brand, and that Dauntless looks fantastic compared to I think the only other offering really of up until this release that was of any decency was the Hasegawa kit, which is a little bit longer than 2,000.
And what's the fit quality like?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't started yet and haven't seen any reviews, unfortunately. But if it's anything to go by off their ships or their 72nd scale armor, which some of the guys in the club have built, it should fall together. So.
Maybe not as good to me, or is that the rumor? Or
to me, it's pretty hard to beat. Fit wise, yeah. A lot of manufacturers give it a fair crack, but I don't think anyone's on to me as level yet. So.
Yeah, no, there's a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have seen that I've got that 1-200 trumpeter to build in the Titanic.
Oh yeah, I've heard some horror stories about that though.
Yeah, and then I've got, when it arrives from China, the 132 border Lank.
Yep.
So I've already paid and pre-ordered for that, and still waiting. So
yeah, that looks quite good. So.
Oh, it's an amazing. Like, there's a guy called Nigel on YouTube, and he's building it. It's off the charts.
Yeah, just the pillowing and the service details looks fantastic. So.
Oh, and that's just it. Like when you go inside the workings, mate, cockpit, engineers, everything is just. I don't think they've missed anything. So I'm looking forward to that nightmare. Now I've turned up to your beautiful little garage there where you're located, and I've got my eye on your workbench, and I've gone, oh, I better take this. It looks like his favourite. What have I taken off your workbench, mate? What are you missing?
My favourite. What am I missing? Probably I think the Dispy side cutters that I have, they're probably one of my most favourite tools that I use, I think. Yeah,
so they're gone straight away.
Yep, they're gone straight away.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, because so far people have gone mainly side, like your nippers, your sprue cutters. People have gone with tweezers.
Yep.
There was an odd one that said I'd missed my decal tray. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, okay, well, that's cool.
My decal tray, I get 4 new ones every time I get Chinese. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they work. Right, mate, let's work on. You're president of the club.
Yeah, president. President. So I became president in August last year. Before that, I was. Yeah, thank you. Before that, I was the vice president for a few years. And yeah, it's been absolute honor really, because I think we can claim that we're the single largest scale model society in Australia with 130 members. And we're this year for 2022 celebrating our 50th anniversary, which I think is a pretty significant and remarkable achievement. From all those before me that have put in so much hard work.
Oh, mate, it's amazing. I mean, 50 years for anything is pretty good, but
yeah,
I made it to 50. All the kids included. I'm not sure they're going to make it, but mate, could you so let us know about the club? Like, so it started 50 years ago. So when do you meet? What have you got coming up? And what do you have a main expo or a hobby show once a year, or a few of them, or what happens there, mate?
Yeah, so I guess with the 50th anniversary, we're putting a lot of effort in. This year for our 50th celebration. So we had a historical group, a couple of subcommittees, and they've put together a club history, which will become available soon. We 50 years essentially started back in, where are we? Something pop up. So yeah, 1973. In someone's lounge room with about 10 people. It's grown. Grown over the years. Since then, which is quite good. I think the biggest achievement to date, I think, is to reach the 50 years, but also to continue to grow. I think we're quite a progressive club where we try and include all types of scale modelling. We're not scared of criticism and feedback, so we can continue to improve and grow, which is, I think, got us to where we are today. We have one major show a year, which is SCALEC, which is normally in November. Due to COVID, we haven't had that for the last 2 years.
Yep.
But we had this year, as part of the 50th celebration, we moved SCALEC 2021 from last year to February this year.
Yep.
As like a SCALEC light, just to try and get back in the swing of things. And then we're pushing for a second show this year for November, which will be putting us back to our normal time slot on the 4th and 5th of November. And hopefully we'll get back to pre-COVID sort of attendees and attendances to that show.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm hoping to get down there because I've got the Townsville show, actually 2 Townsville shows to attend as well this year. But I'd love to come down and see you guys in action, and that'd be just fantastic. When do you guys meet normally?
Yeah, so we used to just do Wednesday nights, the second Wednesday normally at the Hellenic Club, which is one of our clubs in Canberra, in Woden, which is kind of central, so it's easy for most people to get to. We recently also started to do every third meeting on a Saturday or a Sunday at a community hall, just to give an opportunity for those people that are busy during the week. Younger kids probably can't, our juniors can't be out at night, too late during the school week. So we're kind of catering to both, I guess, where our Wednesdays are probably more admin and, formal, where we, have more formal presentations or, admin that needs to be done for the running of the club. We still have, a monthly sort of people's choice where guys bring in their completed models and they get, tallied up and voted on for the year, where they can potentially end up winning, like model of the year for the society, raffle, and any just kind of general business. And then Sundays or Saturdays, we move over to the community hall once every 3 months now, where we look at holding like larger workshops, how to airbrush. We have an annual swap and sell, which would, gives us a bit more space than the club and time to have that a bit longer for, a whole day instead of just the 3 hours that we normally do on a Wednesday. So, it's just, I guess, and it allows those people that are busy during the week with commitments and stuff to that weekend option. So we can kind of cater for more people, to get more people involved. Right.
And I know you sent me some photos, and mate, there's some incredible work in there. Like, it's just it's mind-blowing, really. I mean, it's
I think we're quite privileged. I think with our society, we have a lot of very good modelers that turn out some great results. So we've really good figure modelers with armor, ships, planes. Armor modelers, Chris Lehman's, internationally renowned. He's part of the ACTSMS. Greg Lester, shipbuilder, internationally renowned for shipbuilding.
Yep.
And we've got some other really, very capable and good modelers, that well known as well. So
you should include yourself there.
If I appreciate that, but like I said, it's we're not, the whole that competition thing and stuff's good for some people. It's not what we try and push. We're always trying to push, like, it's, the hobby's for everyone of all abilities and capabilities. We don't want to turn anyone away, and we really push on being friendly, welcoming, and and wanting anyone that wants to participate in the hobby to come along and join and feel
welcome,
feel like they belong in the society and club, regardless of of the standard produced.
And So, mate, if somebody wants to get hold of you, or like that's from Canberra is watching this, and or around the region area there that would like to join up, where can they go, mate?
Yeah, obviously, we've got a Facebook page, which is just ACTSMS as one word, as an acronym, ACTSMS. We have a website, which is also, if you just Google ACT Scale Model Society, they'll come up in Google. And on that web page will be contact details for our contact officer. So if you're interested, in more information, or when the next meeting is, you want to pop along and have a look and see what we're doing, then all that information is on our website and also our Facebook. We put up a monthly event invite, for example, on Facebook, but when the next meeting's coming up, where it is, what time, and what the agenda is for that meeting.
Mate, that's awesome. And when do normally, like, say I was coming down, I wanted to enter the Nightmare here,
Yep.
when the entries open?
Yeah, so we're looking for Scale Act this year. We're probably going to open entries about a month beforehand.
Yep.
So first weekend in November is when Scale Act is. So probably about 4 weeks before that, entries will be open. We successfully trialed in February an online only entries sort of format. So jump online, enter online, and ran really smoothly on the weekend, and also reduce that COVID risk of, like you see at some shows, and there's a massive lineup of people waiting to enter models and stuff. And also it was a massive took a big administrative burden off those guys that run that part of the show. So it was we're really we're only going to be accepting online entries. If people have an issue with IT or something like that, and they're struggling to work out how to do that, then we encourage anyone to reach out to society members or the committee, and we'll assist people to make sure that they're good to go for the weekend.
Mate, with this thing, I was just wondering, do you have an actual box category?
A box category
where you just bring the box, because I've got the box for this, and that's the best part of it.
Yeah, no, we have, I think we have about 60 categories, which will cover off most most gender and areas. And I think with February, we kind of trialed that in a condensed way, and I think it worked really well. So,
well, 61 categories, the box category. It's a 60-year-old
we can look
box.
into it, but yeah.
Good artwork.
We'll look into it, but we're good expanding categories at the moment. But the other thing is probably a little bit different to other shows too, which we trialed in February, which I think was very well received. Was we've kind of moved away from the category first, second, and third, like gold, silver, bronze, and we've gone towards just there's still a first place per category. But we found over previous years with such a high standard starting to come to our show that some categories we're finding it really difficult to maybe not necessarily pick the winner, but to try and work out that second and third. And we're getting very bogged down and tied down and a bit stressed, I guess, about trying to get that first, second, and third sorted out. So we moved to a new system in in February, which again the guys that attended, I think we had no negative feedback, and that we're still issuing a first place for that category, or for all the categories. And then for example, if there's 10 models that are in with a shot for first, second, or third, we issue we potentially issue the winner, and then we have highly commended medallions for maybe 4 or 5 of the other ones that were close to getting first. So instead of just having the first, second, third, some categories we just had a winner, but if there was other areas where other categories where there was a very high standard, we issued a winner, and maybe 5 or 6 highly commenders, or 2 or 3 depending on the standard of that category. So
that's a great idea.
I think more people were leaving, I think, more happy and satisfied with their hard work, because they walked away with, I might have them just here, I might grab them, the new coins we've got.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think some of the guys would be familiar with sort of like the challenge coin sort of set up things now. So
Well, mate,
that's
awesome.
yeah,
And on
that'll
behalf
focus.
of
But
the
that's yeah, and then that's the gold one with winner on the back for the category winner.
Cool.
And people I think that like people enjoyed those too because they're, you know, well I know other clubs give out small trophies and stuff, but these you can like kind of sit with your model easy and take a photo.
Yep.
You know, and I think, you know, we've seen quite a lot of that after the February show, and I think that, you know, it was well received. So, you know, and more people getting, like I said, getting recognition for their hard work. So the I think it went down well. So that's another thing I guess we do maybe a little bit different to some of the other shows around Australia. So there's silver, which is highly commended on the back.
Awesome.
You know, those other models, but yeah, so there's probably another difference, that we do maybe a bit different to other shows.
Great idea. And on behalf of the ACTSMS, I do accept that first medallion. Hey, when I'm going to, as I think I told you, I'm going to Mackay Scale Modelers competition this weekend with myself, Braden, and Andrew from Outlaw, from Fulbore Models and Outlaw Paints. But when I attended there before COVID, I actually won the category for best painted spoon. Got a ribbon and everything. It was great.
Fair enough.
Oh, it was funny because I was painting spoons most of the weekend, just showing them, you know, like doing demos and that. And it was like, yep. I entered this spoon, mate, cleaned up. Yeah. Nobody had anything in that category. I was like, yep. It was like a participation award. So it was
fair enough.
Nah, mate, but that's brilliant what you guys are doing down there.
So also, it's a big year. And like I said, it's absolute privilege to be president in the 50th year too. Like we've got you know, a normal committee like president, vice president, secretary stuff. We've got a lot of you know, guys that have been there for a long time, which have, you know, have become life members, for example, and they've been working in subgroups to you know, we've got a subgroup that runs Scale Act because it's such a ministry burden, such a large show now, and some subgroups that have been working on the 50th. So this year, you know, we've got a dinner in September, which is like a formal sort of, you know, anniversary dinner, which is going to be, you know, guest speakers like Brett Green and stuff coming. You know, partners and stuff will come along. It's not, you know, it's not going to be focused on modelling. It's more going to be a celebration of, you know, everyone's hard work in the 50th anniversary, which will be a, you know, a full, you know, 2-course meal. So they've been working hard organising that dinner, which is in, you know, in September, and I think 95 people RSVP'd already. So it's going to be a really good night. You know, they said there've been a couple of guys working on the history of the club where they've made a history, like an ACTSMS PowerPoint about the history. There's going to be a PDF book available on the website for those who want to download and read it, which will you know, cover the 50th, you know, the whole 50 years of the society essentially in a summary of a small ebook, PDF ebook. And Scale Act will be you know, huge this year. Hopefully we'll have our 50th celebration. The guys have been working really hard with the RAF history branch and stuff about doing a RAF 100 display, which was meant to be during the RAF 100 year, but obviously COVID, you know, kind of upset that. And February, we probably weren't fully out of for COVID. So the amount of hard work those guys have put into what's probably going to be one of a kind display that will ever be held. You know, there'll be, you know, probably one of every aircraft flown in a scale model on display in that display in November. So there'll be a timeline, you know, from the start of Series 1 right through to where we are now, end of Series 3 nearly. So, you know, for example, there'll be some sub displays around that. So it's probably going to be, you know, something that'll probably never be seen again. So it's going to be, you know, for those that can make it, I think it's going to be something very impressive. I think for those that can come down for the show and have a look, you know, you won't be disappointed. So.
Mate, and for us Queenslanders up here in the Sunshine State, what can you be a member from far away?
Yeah, you can. So we've at the moment, you can be a member, interstate member. We've got at least I know of at least 15 in New South Wales that you know, that are, you know, from like Sydney region, for example, that are society members. We are looking to make that more attractive for interstate members. one of the key things, I guess, which we just passed last month at the last meeting, was to allow proxy voting. So, people that do become interstate members can have more of a say, at the AGM and stuff about committee positions. They want to raise new business, have a say, I guess, in how the society's ran. We've allowed that now with the proxy voting. So we're just in the final stages of finalising that.
Cool.
And we'll look at, we're looking at doing more online content. So we're been doing some like whereby sort of catch-up rooms where people sign in and, just build together on a Friday night online or at home. That's been, small group of guys are really, getting stuck into that, which is good. We're trying to push that a bit more as well. So, and like I said, we're exploring other options to make it, more attractive as well. So.
Well, mate, send me the information, or I'll hit the website or whatever, and I will sign up.
Yeah, excellent, fantastic.
Yeah, mate, I think everything, and it doesn't matter for me what club. This country needs to support our hobby.
Yes.
And our mates in a state or whatever, whether in the two towns across the ditch or whatever, pop over, support them.
I think it's
growing.
Yeah, I think like the hobby, with people from so many different backgrounds in the society, especially with 130 members now. We've got ex-defence people, we've got current defence people, we've got just normal public servants, we've got people from the private sector, we've got it's obviously a common interest that brings us all together, but also I think it's important by having these clubs and societies around the country and stuff, supporting each other and stuff, because it's a lot. The hobby, I think, does a lot for people's mental health, for example. Keeping people busy. I think and it's important. I think it plays an important part. And we do recognise that as well. In September, we have a special raffle for Are You OK Day, and last couple of years we've raised maybe about $1,000 for September, which we donate to Are You OK. So we really try and push and drive. Not just obviously it's important building scale models because we'll enjoy it, but what outside of that, what it kind of does for everyone as well. So
yep.
So I think it's been good to do that as well.
Mate, that is absolutely fantastic. Well, we'll go on after this, mate, and I'll throw those the photos and stuff up so people can see. I'll leave the link in the description for the club, and the Facebook stuff and all that other stuff that goes along with this YouTube stuff, and so people can get hold of you.
Fantastic.
Looking for, I'll either talk to you a bit later about the membership, and mate, good luck with the newborn. Yeah,
thanks. I think it's all tracking pretty well, the newborn, and still manages to squeeze some bench time in, which is good.
You hold on to that, mate. You hold on to that. See those things behind you?
Yeah,
there'll be a break again.
We're hooking in, but I guess also to the other guys, so if I missed anything, apologies. But I think I've covered off everything we want to, and the big thing is we really that invitation's out. Anyone who wants to come to the dinner, let us know. It's not just for society members. Like I said, we've got people interstate coming. But November's a big one for SCALEMODELLING. So plenty of time between now and then. And if it's going to be a great show, and like I said, the RAF 100 display will be something you'll probably never see again.
Well, mate, hope that this will be up for this Sunday night while I'm on the Mackay show, enjoying myself up there with the boys. Yep. So hope all your members enjoy seeing your smiling face. If there's anybody,
enough of it, so they'll probably be sick of it. That's fine,
mate. If there's and people out there in the Canberra region or wherever, even if you're in any part of the country, jump on, have a look at these guys, enjoy their work, and look. You can even do new technology. You can Zoom meetings or whatever they do.
Yeah, well, we do whereby, but whereby. Also, we're pushing more online content. We're not just your traditional, armor, tanks, cars, whatever.
Yeah.
We've got some Bandai modelers in the club now. Figure, some good figure modelers, and even some of the guys from game, that do that games workshop and Warhammer stuff have been entering their figures and stuff in SCALEMODELLING. So we're more than we're quite, I think, progressive, and we're happy to have we're happy and and accommodating for all those areas.
That's excellent. let me know when that box section of the club opens up, and I'm bringing that box, and
Right.
I'm starting a movement.
Yep.
I'm good at that,
Excellent.
your artwork. Hey, mate,
No worries.
thanks, Pete, for your time, mate. It's been a real pleasure, mate. You're a legend. Thanks for doing all the work you do for your club and across modelling. And, mate, anything to say?
No, it's it. Yeah, thanks for the time. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. So
No, mate. Well, mate, as I always say, it's all good. Catch you later.
all right, thanks, mate. See ya.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Toy World Canberra now has become 2, the famous Barrier Street Fishwick location and the new store to explore at Ibbot Lane, Balconnon. Toy World, Fishwick and Balconnon, or shop online at toyworldcanberra.com.au with daily local delivery. The toy and hobby experts.
Well, how good was that, mate? How good were those photos? There's some skill down there.
Awesome, mate.
I mean, are they to the level of the Central Coast kind of modeller?
Funnily enough, I don't know many Central Coast modelers.
No.
No, they should come and knock on my door if they're down there.
But they should.
Always welcome.
Well, you've got the HT, the HG, the VC, the EPA G, and then you've got all those little motors. And
You're a poet and you don't know it.
Oh, mate, absolutely. I think there's actually some more tissues from the chin, but I think you used them all earlier, so sorry. But yeah, and again, thanks to Toy World for sponsoring these guys and keeping one of Australia's largest member clubs and one of Australia's oldest model clubs going. It's fantastic, and keep your hands off my paint so I can see what you're doing. Hey, have a look over there. I think it's down the bottom. You'll see the outlaw paints for the VC Commodore there.
Oh. I've got something.
Right there, right behind it. Look.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
I've got these colours.
yeah.
Firethorn red.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it says that's the original. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, there's no
From the paint codes.
from the paint codes. Yeah,
Manufacturer's paint codes.
yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, so make sure you go to Andrew's website, speak to the camera, mate. See with the lights and everything.
I'm just listening, mate. I'm pondering.
You're pondering. What's
Yes.
the ponder?
The magic words coming out of your mouth.
Mate, it's just pretty much bullshit. But it's an Australian thing, and it blows, and we do it well. But no, I mean it, mate. Like, how long
Thank
nearly 12 months, we've known each other. You supported the channel, and it's a scratch. Like, it's the Aussie way. We scratch each other's back. Like, that's it. Like, you look after your mates.
Yeah.
You make a great product. It's off your own back. So, like, and the amount of time and effort you put in that, mate. I mean, but. From one mate to another, please, 3 o'clock in the morning is not the time to call and cry. Love's a strange and wonderful thing, but at 3 o'clock I don't give a shit. No, mate. So how long did it actually take you to put the VC together? Like, actually the work, if you can put an hour figure to what went into making that VC Commodore alone?
From design.
From design.
You don't want to know.
Well, that's what they ask the
It's
question.
labour of love.
Yeah, but I asked the question.
I wouldn't be able to put it
2 hours? 2 hours?
From inception.
The inception to
I'm going to do a VC Commodore
Yeah,
kit
there we go.
to actually having something built.
Yeah,
3. I don't know. 6 months.
Wow, that's a lot of effort, mate. That's huge.
3. Yeah, 6 months.
Wow.
And
So,
I've been working on the effigy for probably, not quite that long. I am getting faster.
doing good.
Doing good. I'm around the CAD package a bit more nowadays.
Yeah.
And I'm getting better at foreseeing buildability issues as well, and lugs, putting lugs in the right places and the right sort of tolerances when you print it. It sort of grows in the printer a bit, so you've got to, like, the lug will get bigger and the hole will get smaller. So you've got to know how your tolerances are and all that sort of stuff.
So not more than just point and shoot and
Yeah.
click them.
Yeah.
I mean, for those that haven't, now you got to all see this, folks. Like, hang on, I'll just a bit in primer here. Like, this is just where are we? Where's the camera?
Over here.
There we go. Well, that's the HG, and that's in it. Oh, the doors are in primer there. Oh, one is. Oh, that's in primer. But so that's your body, and then what's this motor called?
186, mate.
This is the 202, isn't it?
No.
That's the 186. So here we go. Look at that, and all that detail, including your little fuel bulb there and your transmission. Includes the leads. Everything is included in detail. Like it's just
Steam belt.
yeah, and then we'll go into what I've completed on the engine bay. You've got your water for your wipers, you've got your battery, you've got your brake booster, you've got your power steering, your motor for your windscreen wipers, you've got your heater. Is this a heater duct or air conditioning? Heater.
It's the heater unit.
Heater unit, yeah.
In that vehicle.
And then you roll her over, and then you've got suspension in there, your leaf spring at the rear, and then at the front. So yeah, it's all there. Like, and I haven't finished yet. As we all know, a lot on, lot on.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, mate, thanks for turning up. It's going to be an enjoyable.
It's been fun so far.
Yeah, it's going to be an enjoyable ride tomorrow.
I'm sure I can have more fun making your life miserable over the next 4 days.
I'm sure you could, because I know we've been talking about it, and you probably worked on some material.
I've got a few paybacks.
Yeah.
When the luggage didn't turn up today,
It's not my fault.
I was looking around an airport going, alright, where's Jace with the camera? Because he set this up somehow.
I can set a few
Pulled some
things.
strings.
Well, and thanks Renee at Virgin. No, sorry. No, hey, mate, again, really looking forward to this trip away. And Braden from Outlaw Paints and Monique, thank you very much from both of us. And Braden, ickystickyglue.com.au, and don't forget fulboremodels.com and outlawpaints.com.au. These are the guys that provide you with great Australian stuff. Monique, great Australian company, right there with Andrew, Australian made, owned, operated. Braden, Australian made, owned and operated. And well, inflation is going up, as we all seen. We're not going to go into the political side of things, but yeah, get in while it's hot, folks. Anyway, enough of all that. We're going to sign off. I am doing a live feed. This is going to be put up Sunday. So I'm going to be doing a live feed on Saturday. So you'll probably go, where to go? So in case you missed it, it'll be up there for you to all watch. Anyway, guys, gotta love yous and leave yous. And as I say, it's all good, and catch you later. And Andrew,
Ciao for now.
catch you folks.